Welcome back, everybody, to the Rebuild the Net series. We are here on May 9th, 2023, about a week ahead of real life. We are playing the Giants again in a three-game series. Lost last time out. We're gonna go over just a few transactions that maybe have happened recently. So let's get through them. Let's see. Luis Arias is out. Any other names we recognize? I think Logan Allen's a name I recognize. Jake Myers has been called up to the Astros. He got sent down, called up again, yada yada yada. Hunter Dozier has been sent down to AAA. Anybody else? Corey Julks got released. Anthony Volpe got activated. Martin Maldonado still plays, and he is with a finger contusion. Tigers released Chris Myers. Phil Bickford got sent down to the Dodgers. I didn't even know Yerba Mercedes still playing. That's pretty cool. Jarrett Kalenic has been called up. Taylor Trammell has been called up. Freddie Furman got sent down on the Royals. Anybody else I recognize? Javi Guerra got designated for assignment. Here we go. I forgot this popped up on the bottom. So, the Tigers have acquired Bobby Miller and Gavin Lux for Matt Manning. That's actually, low-key, a really big trade. Gavin Lux is a big name. And so is Matt Manning. That's pretty crazy. Julio Rodriguez. Okay, I think I've seen these. Anyway, we are sitting 17 and 18. We are kind of middling a little bit now as the season wears on. We just don't have the depth that the Braves do. And I'll say it now, Eichhoff needs to do a little better than that last game. That was not good. Espino is starting to really crack. He's not doing good. Edwards is going backwards. Rainey's going backwards. These are all guys that I will trade without even thinking about it. Everyone on my roster is expendable, as you could say. But we're going to get into it. We got Strasburg on the hill. It should be a good game. Generally, he does really well. We're going up against Logan Webb, who is also very good. He is 6-1 to start the season. That's awesome. Chavez finally got his first hit last game. He's been all over the place. Lineup looks fine. Still got some guys that I don't know. Some guys that deserve to play every day that aren't, but whatever. Let's get into it. They are 22-13. They're doing really good. There's Logan Webb versus Strasburg. Remember, Strasburg did miss a start, essentially. Came out after one batter, so his innings are going to be down. But here we go. From here on out, I'm probably going to stop the end-of-game recaps and kind of just recap the next game in the next video. So, see you all next time. Enjoy the game.
Chris Singleton with you, and two top-level arms taking the mound in this one, Singy. These are the types of matchups you look forward to as a fan.
Boogan, as an offense coming into a game like this, on either side, you know that pitcher's not going to make many mistakes, if any. So when he does, you have to take advantage. When you have that inning where you can push across a run or two, maybe more, you better make it happen then, because if you don't, you may not get the opportunity again.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And our pitcher in this game, Logan Webb. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
There's the strike. Webb, a guy after Tommy John surgery, changed his arm slot a little bit. He ditched that four-seam fastball, went with the sinker, and he's turned into a ground ball machine. That's a ball. Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's outside.
Careful.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Flores on to first. One up, one down. Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. And a big factor for them in recent games, Dominic Smith.
Well, he's got an 11-game hit streak going right now, Boog. I mean, that means he's hitting lefties, righties, submariners, starters, relievers, you name it. He's very comfortable in the box, and that's such a great place to be as a hitter. Makes you excited to come to the ballpark every day.
No score, just getting started, top of the first. And there's a ball. There's a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
This to third. Whips it across. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Joey Meneses.
Joey Meneses digging in for the Nationals.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Batting fourth, the right fielder,
Alex Call digging in for the Nationals. He went 2 for 4 in Sunday's game. In the dirt, but kept close. Bart down to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So 1 left for Washington. Now it's the Giants' turn. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. Starting on the mound in this one, it'll be Steven Strasburg. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
The pitch. Right side. Garcia. Whips it to first. And Crawford is set down. Here's Gabe Kapler's lineup for the San Francisco Giants. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Joey Bart.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Up against the wall and makes the catch.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, out towards left center. And that is that. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. We back here at the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's Chavis now.
Michael Chavis.
And he dodges that fastball. Chris, Logan Webb, a Northern California guy, but he grew up a fan of the Oakland A's. He grew up going to both teams' games, Giants and A's, but his dad was an Oakland fan, so he loved the Tim Hudson, Bobby Crosby, Stephen Vogt teams with the Oakland A's. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Next offering is fouled back. Two now. Line drive, puts it away for the out. Now batting Jamer Candelario. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. No score here in the second. To the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that's the third out. Nothing doing for Washington. And welcome back. Bottom of the second. Now batting Mitch Haniger. Got him looking. Down on strikes. And he knew it. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. 3 hits last night. So he was a big factor in getting that win. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Swing and a miss. And now 2-2. Swings through it for the K. Had him way out front of the slur.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. Back here at Oracle Park, on to the third inning. Here's Lane Thomas. The wind of the pitch. On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Now it's Dominic Smith. Left-hand hitter waits. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. On the ground, right side. Flores on to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
Up next for the Nationals, the shortstop.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Top of the third, no score. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And the Nationals gone in order. And we are still scoreless. Back here in San Francisco, set for the bottom of the third, and now it's Wilmer Flores. And now 2-2. Swings and misses. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Next offering is foul back. Now a high fly ball out to left center. And it's caught for the out. Here's Joey Bart now.
The catcher.
3-2 now. And down on strikes he goes. Third out. Welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the fourth, Luis Garcia. And a liner out into right center for a base hit.
Nice line drive to the pull side, fed it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And here's the DH for Washington, Joey Meneses. Swings and misses. That is strike 2.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
First and second, no outs. Next to hit for the Nats, Alex Call. He's 0 for 1. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Davis to second. How about that double play? And now it's Michael Chavis. His first at bat was a strikeout. And a pitch. And that should be extra bases. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Pitch was away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was able to guide it into the outfield for the knock.
Here's a 2-1. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Lead runner around second. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jeimer Candelario. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. This one in the air center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go, bottom 4. Here's Brandon Crawford. That's towards center. 1 up, 1 down. Brandon Crawford, a kid who grew up a Giants fan. His dad had season tickets at Candlestick Park, and then at, what was it initially, Pac-Bell Park. Now it's J.D. Davis. Right-hander kicks, deals. Fouls one off. 2-2. Swings here and blasts one left field. That one's carrying. And it's into the bleacher. It's out of here. J.D. Davis goes deep. And we're all square. It's 1-1.
Gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
1 out, base is empty. And now Jack Peterson 0 for 1 so far. Back to the mound. It hit him. And no chance for him to make the play. Let's just hope he's all right. Zach Britton gets the ball now. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Digging in, Mitch Haniger. Next pitch downstairs, and that's ball 2. That one down the line. It's through for a hit.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Peterson over at second. Haniger. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second, Abrams. On to Smith. 2. But a run scores in the inning as this solo home run ties things up. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now up for Washington, Lane Thomas. The 1-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Everything came together for him. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Dom Smith stands in. That's a strike, and it's a full count. Runner at first with no outs here. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
On the ground, the third might be 2. Over to Flores, that's 1. Relay to first, double play. And now it's Luis Garcia. Here comes a pitch. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Left-hand batter waits. Ripped into right center. And now maybe extra bases. The run scores from third, and a 2-1 ball game now. Around second now, going for three. Crawford with a relay throw. Not in time. He's safe as they jump ahead. A run scores.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Now at the plate, Joey Meneses. That one drifts inside. Fly ball down the line. Reaches for it, but it's foul.
Well, really laboring here in the fifth. Next pitch is going to be number 100. Man, you got to think, this is probably his last inning if he can get through this thing.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Nationals get a run courtesy of the RBI triple. Back now to start the bottom of the fifth, and taking over on the mound, Victor Arano. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. At the belt and fires. And a count 1-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Ground ball left side. The throw to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Foul ball there. And he deals. Got it by him for the K.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys,
this one's into the gap in left center, and that should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Stepping in, Joey Bart. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Wade on at second with 2 down. On a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. So the Giants back here at Oracle Park. Top of the 6th inning. Now it's the right fielder, Alex Call. Foul ball.
You know, these Nationals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Feels like almost every at-bat has gone full. They've worked a full count 6 different times, and that's the main reason his pitch count is so high right now.
And it's Michael Chavis at the plate. Bounced up the middle. The throw to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Hebert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals. So now 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground, right side. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. No runs. And welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. 2-1 now. And that's in for a strike. Line drive to short and caught. Now it's J.D. Davis. This guy with light tower power. And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Jack Peterson stands in.
Peterson.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Bounce to the right. Into the outfield, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. The 1-1. And there's a strike.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Out towards right center field. Thomas makes the play, and it's out number 3. One left for San Francisco. They're down. New pitcher now, Jacob Junis.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Number 34.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So digging in, Lane Thomas. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. The 1-2. Struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. Up now for Washington, Dominic Smith. The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And now the count is even. And downstairs.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get it.
Runner on the go to the right side. Tosses to first. Got him. Runner stays out of the double play by going on the 3-2 pitch. So the Nets lineup turns over. Next to hit, C.J. Abrams. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Man at second.
And what makes him even quicker is the fact that he's so dialed in on the pitch as it's moving through the hitting zone. He can see how that hitter's lined up, what he's trying to do, and where that pitch is going to end up, which gives him that really quick first step, and that's why he makes so many great plays.
3rd out, and that ends the frame. Nationals lead 1. Back here in San Francisco, set for the last half of the 7th, and now the center fielder, Mike Yastrzemski. Now on the mound for the Nationals, Matt Cronin.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
That one the other way. Base hit left field. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Next one misses, and the count's full.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Yastrzemski on at first, nobody out. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Pretty lengthy at bat right there, and usually the hitter wins that battle after seeing so many pitches, but instead the exact opposite, or maybe even worse than that, grounds into a double play. Tough at bat to swallow.
Next offering misses, 2-1. And strike 2. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight. Welcome back. We're at the top of the 8th, and now up for Washington, Luis Garcia. Next offering upstairs.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. On the ground right side, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. And here is Joey Meneses. 1-1 now. On the ground, could be 2. Crawford tossed to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. Alex Call digging in for the Nationals. In the air to left center. Crawford flashes the leather on the running catch. Tanner Rainey into the game.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And the 3-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Call makes a nice running catch. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Crawford now. Open stance on that left side. And that one is lifted in the air. Chavis settles underneath it. He's got it. That is the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. And our score remains 2-1. We go to the 9th. Here's the left fielder, Michael Chavis.
Michael Chavis.
The 1-1. Ripped to short. Zips it to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Now batting, the catcher, Hebert.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Hebert Ruiz. On the ground. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead. Jeimer Candelario digging in for the Nationals. Ball to strike. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throws across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing across here this half. 2-3-4 set to hit. On the mound now, Kyle Finnegan. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Falling behind 2-1.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
And that's in for a strike. Yeah, the right-hander deals. Got him swinging for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's Jock Peterson, known for his late-inning heroics. That's a slider for a strike. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
The tying run at the plate. Now this is in the air down the line. Chavis in position, pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Mitch Haniger.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
And a count 1-2. Looking to get the tying run on base. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. And now it's filled up.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
2 outs, runner on first. Mike Yastrzemski, the next Giant to hit.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
Makes the catch, ball game. And the Nationals hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Another solid outing from him out of the bullpen. He's up to double digits now with his 10th save of the season.
The final line score for the